Okay, we're rated 1631 in puzzles. Let's go ahead and see what we can do. So, first thing I'm seeing, okay, we have a queen, a rook, and a bishop, but these three pieces are working really well together. Our opponent has a knight on us. So, one thing I'm seeing immediately is sacrifice the bishop on let me see here. Sacrifice bishop, check, rook, takes check, goes back, and then maybe just rook delivers checkmates. We can, let's see if there's anything in the way. So, what can he do? He either has to move back, and then it's checkmate, or he can't move forward. So yeah, he would have to take. He would have to take with the rook, and then we would take. He's in check. Either way, it's an easy checkmate, really. That's what I think. Let's see. Yeah, we're good. White to move. Ooh, this is an interesting one. Yeah, I think this is just the right idea. Ooh, okay, I think we have to gain as much as we can and only take if he pushes down. I think that's the idea. Oh my gosh. It's not possible, is it? Oh, I think we can do it. Yeah, we did it. Okay. He was just really gaining on us because he was going diagonal for a while. I don't know. We did it. It's black to move. We have a queen and two rooks and two minor pieces. Our opponent has a queen, two rooks, and two minor pieces. So, what can we do? Right now, I'm looking at knight takes e4. Winning a queen or threatening checkmate or somewhat close to checkmate. I see the knight and the queen working together really good. I don't think he has any immediate checks really, so we can probably afford to make that move. Now, if he moves his queen somewhere, I don't know, somewhere like there, threatening checkmate next move. Not even, but yeah. Knight takes on e4. He moves the queen out of the way. We do some serious damage, I guess. But I wouldn't jump on that just yet. In fact, that's a terrible move because if we do knight takes on e4, he just takes our queen. And then, yeah, we could take his queen, but then he's up a knight, you know, so... so that would be problematic. We could fork him, so we can take his... we can reverse it if we take his bishop. He takes with his king, and then we do a fork. And then we take his queen, but then he goes there. And then, yeah, it's kind of equal, isn't it? And then we take his knight. Do we do that at the end? Do we take his knight at the end? Maybe we can do that. We can win a knight. I don't really see checkmate happening here, so that could be the way. Take. Wait, what? Yeah, what does he do when I take? He just moves? That could screw us up because all of a sudden we can't do this because we're pinned. That's a weird one. Oh, we could just, let's see. Take. He takes. We take. He takes. We take. I think we're up material there, right? We're down a queen and a knight. He's down 3 pieces. Let's try that. Oh shoot, I didn't see that. Yeah, we deserved the low rating. We totally deserve. Right. Why didn't I think of that? I guess I did think of that and just messed up the order last minute. Darn it. Okay, that's okay. Black to move. We have queen, 2 rooks, 3 minor pieces. Our opponent has a queen, 2 rooks, and 4 minor, all their minor pieces. Got a checkmate coming soon. Queen h4, queen f2, that's checkmate. But he has moves too. Our opponent has moves too. What are those moves? Can he stop it? He can't stop it with his pawn here. Pushing his g pawn doesn't help. That's still checkmate. Still all checkmate. I think we do that. Oh my gosh. Oh, we deserve that. We deserve that. I'm frustrated. I have no one but myself to blame. Gave away our queen. We said we're 1600 rated in puzzles, and our best tactic is to give up our queen for nothing. Yeah, that was dumb. Well, now we can kind of play around. Let's do it. Let's give it a second try. Let's try this again. Take the pawn. Wow, it's almost like it isn't the best idea. Let's try it. Nope. Oh, we're just giving away a knight. Of course. The knight is under attack. Okay, get... Do we pull the knight back? Surely we do more than that. I don't think it has anything to do with the knight. Already tried this. The idea is obviously lost on me. Have we tried everything with a knight? I mean, now we're just playing arcade chess at this point. Yeah, so that's not the idea. Taking this pawn doesn't seem to be the idea. I am not seeing this. I mean, oh, let's see. Just getting on an open file doesn't help either. Interesting. Oh my gosh, I'm such a freaking idiot. Put him in check. That's freaking checkmate. How did I not see that? And just eat all his pieces along the way. That was pretty cool. I like that. But dang, I can't believe I missed such a basic walk. Queen walk. Alright. We deserve to lose Elo on that. Must not make that mistake again. Black to move. We have a bishop. Opponent has a rook. I think maybe we push. They go here. We go here. But then they're really winning stuff. I think we push. They put us in check. We go here. No, then they can just get us. So maybe we put king here first, so he can't check us. Well, he could check us, but then we just take his pawn. If he goes here, king f4, get it safe. Rook f7. Just push. Darn. Really? Why wouldn't he just go here? Oh, because we defend with the bishop. The bishop is also defensive. Okay. Alright. White to move. We have two rooks, all our minor pieces. Our opponent has all their pieces, pretty much. This is check. King goes down. We almost win their queen, but he's got knight to c6. That could be, yeah. I think the idea is probably bishop f7, knight d5. That puts his king in checkmate. White to move. We have a queen, two rooks, and two minor pieces. Our opponent has queen, two rooks, three minor pieces. So where are they looking? And then what are we doing? Does any of this put us in check? I mean, yeah. We can create something pretty good there. Yeah. We've got a bunch of stuff, but yeah, it's a bunch of random stuff I'm doing. This looks good, except for the knight. Knight on the H file is blocking queen f7. So maybe yeah, I think this is the best idea right here. Queen h5. Yeah, that puts him in checkmate, right? Yeah, after that. Okay, black to move. Pretty much we've got all our pieces. So does our opponent. Queen h3, that should be, oh, that's not checkmate. It still is checkmate. We sack the queen. We give up the queen. He takes with his rook, and then we go bishop takes rook on h3, and then he can't go here or here because the knight and the bishop sacrifice the queen. Checkmate. White to move. We have two rooks and a knight. Our opponent has pretty much everything, right? Except they're down one minor piece. Probably want to checkmate black. And what better checkmate than a quick ladder technique? That's interesting. Check and then run up. This is all defended. Nice. White to move. We have a queen, 2 rooks. That's A1. That's H8. Queen, 2 rooks, and a knight. So our opponent's up a knight. I'm thinking checkmate here. We have a beautiful pawn right here. We can go queen G7. King can go here, but then our queen can go back to F6, defended by the pawn. And then king runs, basically. The king is running. But we need to ensure that we get checkmate here, right? So definitely the best way to go is queen acts like a knight and checks the king. So king G7. And then yeah, I'm just trying to see how we can turn that into a checkmate. At that point, king can go here or here, and we can always go back here. Now if he goes here, we go up. What do we do? Maybe it's not checkmate, maybe we just win material. I don't see how. We're almost checkmated. We're getting close to checkmate, you know. I mean, I don't know. What are some other ideas? What if it's just to win a queen? No. For a first move, I do think G7 is the right move. And then let's just say he moves his king here. What do we do? I guess we would want to move down to F6. And then he has a free freaking move. I mean, that kills us. You know, we don't want that. We want forcing moves the whole way through, right? So I don't think we can do that. Queen, G7, king, E8. Queen goes over here or here. King goes down. Queen is screwed, so we probably want to stay here. Yeah, I don't know. We got to do forcing moves. We don't have much. We just have an active queen that's defended. That's got 2 very helpful pawns. G7. Down here we go F6, and then and we could always, you know, eat a pawn and move back and try to promote, you know, but we couldn't really do that because his queen is defending. G7. King hops away like a knight. Let's calculate this one. With king E8, we have queen G8. Okay, and then he goes down. We can't eat the pawn because he's there. Looks like we probably screwed up our position by doing that. Man, this one's hard. Oh, why is it so difficult? Why am I such a dummy? Queen d8 takes rook, checkmate. I'm on fire, but that was a slow burning ember. Black to move. We have a queen and a rook, a knight and a bishop. Our opponent has queen, 2 rooks, 2 knights, and a bishop. But we have a discovered check on the queen with, first of all, our queen's not under attack. If we move the knight to h3, that's discovered check. And then very close to checkmate there. I think the idea here is just to back the queen up, back it up. So check, you have to back up. We move back. You have to move back. Okay, that was useless. We can, I'm thinking of, like, you know, him taking the rook and then we go up, putting him in checkmate. How can we force that? That would be a blunder. That'd be giving away our knights for nothing. We can't take his rook. This seems like the right idea. Can't take because he's pinned. So we go here. The problem is he goes here. If we just jump up here, he takes. Then we take and we lose our advantage, lose our stuff. Doesn't look like I have any other pieces that are helping in this one. Maybe we do like a passive move. We can't really afford to do a passive move. We have to do all forcing moves because he'll do checkmate on us next turn, right? So it's all forced moves. That helps. Knowing that helps. Check. Like, we know that would be a bad move. That would not be a forcing move. He'd put us in checkmate if we did this, right? So this is check. Oh, we're gonna seal him in. We're gonna seal him in, right? Yes. Yeah, we've got it. We've got it. So it's knight to h3. Let's check. We push the king back. He's burying himself. This is him with a shovel, digging in the ground right now. And then we actually sacrifice our queen with a brilliant move on g1. Because the knight's attacking, the king can't take back. It has to be the rook. Once the king is sealed in with the rook, the knight comes back to deliver checkmate on the king. A beautiful checkmate. Sacrificing the queen. The queen. Alright, white to move. We have a rook and a queen, and our opponent has a rook and a queen. White to move, so that would be a1, that's h8. g7. Can't do c8 because it's protected by the rook, but we can do e6. Could do e6. King has to move somewhere here or here. I feel like we might have done this puzzle before. Probably not. There's so many puzzles, but I don't know. I feel like this could be good. I just don't see what to do after. So maybe that's not the way. Looks like we're not getting checkmated next turn if we don't do anything crazy. So like we could... Looks like we can't get checkmated next turn. I think we're good there. If we give him 2 turns, we can get checkmated, right? Not really. Unless we move the queen. So maybe we can set up. I'm not seeing this one right now. What do we do? This is just a bad square, it seems like, because king can retreat and he's got the pawn to defend. And the king would be too close anyways. But this is the only forcing move. But we don't have to necessarily do a forcing move, though. Okay, so he goes here or here. Let's just say he goes here because that looks better for him. Oh, no. We can win the rook. We can win the rook for sure. Maybe. Okay, so if we go queen e6, king h7, fork him on f5, win the rook. You know. That would be good. We could win the rook. Or queen e6, he goes here, we go up. He goes down. Yeah, that would be... He'd probably prefer to do that. Let's try this. Okay. All right, he went down. We could fork him. But is that the best move? Do we have checkmate here? I don't think so. I think we just take the rook. Yeah, but why didn't he go... Why not go up here? Like, what if... What if we went up... What if he went up here instead? Then we would have rook f8. Check. Checkmate. Okay. Yeah, so that makes sense. Alright. We did it. Black to move. So we're black, so this is h8, a1, g7, g6, g5, g4. Trying to get more comfortable with the board, of course, you guys know that. Black to move. We have 2 rooks. Opponent has 2 rooks. See us putting him in check and taking a pawn. So his king is forced to b6. We have another check with rook to e6. King is forced to b7. Maybe king to c8. Oh no, that's the king, so we can't do that. Another check, e7. Then he just has too many options. Well, okay, he could go here, we win a rook. But if he goes here, And it's checkmate with either one of these, right? So let's try it. King A2, or I mean Rook A2, and then put him in check. He went up. So we do just win a rook. But could we deliver some kind of checkmate here instead? Nah, that just gives trouble. So we just take the rook. Very good.